Welcome. Welcome to today's stream. Hi. Hang on. Let me. Yes. Okay. I almost got caught out today because for some reason my OBS wasn't sending the audio over, but I caught it before the stream. So you guys should be hearing audio. I think. Hopefully. Also, I'm really sorry. I'm a bit ippy today, but we're gonna get through it. Hi, Day. Thank you so much. Wait, what? Thank you so much for the resubscription for 6 months. It came up on my on my screen like 6x, and I was like, how do you have 6 Prime subscriptions? How does that make sense? But no, that explains it. Hello, I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much again for the resubscription. Yeah, I'm a little bit ippy today, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be able to get stuff done. Music's a bit loud. Okay, hang on. 2 seconds. Shit, hang on. I'll fix it. Is that better? That should be better, I think. The music is on 28 right now. It's basically what I'm hearing. So hopefully, I don't know why I'm speaking louder as well. I think I'm just speaking a bit quiet today. Okay, we can hear you. Voice a touch quieter than the music. Okay, hopefully it should be better now. If not, let me know. I can turn it down. But today we're gonna do more texturing. I'm hoping we can maybe finish the ponytail. And also I have a little bit of an idea of what I want to do with the rest of the hair. I think we just want to add like maybe like a tad darker shading on certain areas, like not the full area. And I think that will like help complete it. And then I need to make a mask for the anisotropic. I don't know if that's gonna look good, but that might be something we can do later. We don't have to do that today because it's gonna have to do with shader. Oh, but I kind of want to do it today. We'll see. All right. So let me just see. What do I have open? Oh yeah, we're gonna do textures. I need to get my tablet. Right. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm awake. Also, hi Mio. Sorry. Everything just kinda derailed as soon as I got told that I'm a bit on the quiet side. I hope you're doing well. Also, thank you so much for the lyric, TK. Sorry, I just kind of completely forgot to actually check chat. My bad. Hi Pattern, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. Just trying to connect my tablet. Where's my glove? Found it. All right. I think we're starting to get ready. Damn, I thought I was gonna be so like ready already. Do you know what I mean? So prepared, but no. It's fine though. I found a better system of where I can put my keyboard when I use the tablet. I just disconnect it because I can use it wireless for a couple hours and it should be fine. And then I just like put it up to the side. Let's see. Okay, that should be fine. That should be a-okay. Actually, let me just move this cable. Okay. I think we're good now. Yes. Actually, no, hang on. Okay, now we're good. Now we can move on. Right, let's swap over to our other scene. There we go. I don't know why I always like tell you guys this. I feel like ever since I started streaming, I've always been like, right, I'm gonna have a drink, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I remember there was one guy early on who was like, you don't need to tell us every time we may take a sip. He was very angry. Well, not angry. I think he was just annoyed that I kept telling it, but I've just stuck with it. So every time I'm doing something, I'm like, right, I'm just gonna do this, and then even though it only takes a second, but I don't know. It feels like I'm just like I'm doing a tutorial all the time, so I need to like announce everything I do. I don't know. Is that weird? Maybe a little bit. Okay, I'm just. There we go. Okay, I think everything is in place. So I think we've quote unquote finished doing the texturing on the other bits of hair. Hi Zenio, thank you for the spin. Let me just get the right. I don't know what it is with the stream decks lately, but I've noticed because I use the stream deck at work. Well, I have 2 stream decks. One connects on and off with my work computer, and the other one I just always use on my main computer. And they're really slow lately. I don't know how to explain it. And I don't think it's a connection. It might be, but I can't imagine why. It's like, yeah, there's like an insane delay. Oh, I can't use that. What the hell? It's almost like input lag. Hang on. I do use the Stream Deck quite a bit when I do texturing, so I kind of need it to work. So I'm just gonna have a look to see if there's maybe like an update or something that it's not. I don't remember the icon for it. Oh, there it is. I opened it and it just closed itself. That's really good. Does it still work? No. Right, let's try and restart Stream Deck software real quick. We'll get there. The universe is against me doing texturing today, but that's fine. Imagine thinking that the Elgato software ever works as expected. I mean, usually it's work. Oh, now it's fine. I just had to do a restart, I guess. Do you know what's really funny though that you mentioned that? Every single time I open my Stream Deck software, or it opens when my computer starts, it's like a new version of Stream Deck is available, and if I press install update, it just refuses to update, and then it just tells me the same information next time. So yeah, I think you're all right. It's not that great. I'm still fighting myself when it comes to deciding on a style of shading I like. What type of styles have you tried so far, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, now it's like smooth as butter. What the hell? But what I don't get is why was that also happening on my work computer? Do you use Companion with Stream Deck? What's Companion? I use the Stream Deck software, like by Elgato, but I don't know what Companion is. Let me just turn off. I think it's, yeah, it's just a ponytail left. Oh, and we want to make some like amends. I think the line art on this is too thick. Because when we were looking at it inside Unity, I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that's a bit too thick. But then again, we haven't put the outline on really for the model, so that might be a contributing factor. But it's also because I haven't exported it correctly, so if I do lots of line art stuff now, it's not gonna look nice. So yeah, I think what we'll do is the UVs are gonna stay the same. So once I properly export it into Unity, we can set up outline then and see, and we can just make masks or whatever we need. I've tried Toon, quote unquote realistic, vertex painting, and manually painting the shadows, but they all have their issues. True. I don't know any other alternative, if that makes sense. Like realistic, I don't know if I'd go for. Wait, did you try that? What was it? It was like in the Discord we were talking about something. Someone linked something and I was like, oh, that might be good for you. Did you ever try that? Was it good? Oh, thank you, Saribot. You're so quick. So quick I can't even react. Holy shit. Manually painting stuff is great because like you have full control, but then you can't really change stuff dynamically. That's why I like to do a mix of shadow maps on Payomi with Toon, because there are certain things that you won't really get a shadow on that you would with, say, like a URP shader that you do with Payomi. But if you use a shadow map, it still won't move, but it will at least allow you to hide the shadows when it's like when the character is like fully in shadows. Hi Moku, Blender time. Yes, I think I have a Blender title, but I think it was a little bit of a lie. We basically move between Unity, Substance Painter, and Blender when we need to, so a little bit of Blender time, maybe, hopefully. Maybe. I'm hoping so, because that means we're actually going to export it. And that means we're like nearly done. Oh no, wait, shit, I have shape keys. god, I have shape keys. No, my brain was like, oh my god, we're so nearly done. I can just like export it and I can use it. But no, I have shape keys. I haven't made them yet. God damn it. Why have I reminded myself of that? That's annoying. Anyways, right, let's actually do some stuff in Substance. Oh yeah, the shader that we mentioned in Discord. Let me have a look. I want to figure out what it's called. I swear to God, if I type like your name, it's gonna come up, I think. Or maybe actually shader. I'll just search shader. Where is it? Okay, I can't find it. It's lost in the ether. No idea how shade maps work. What do you need to use them? So basically, it's really simple. I set one up on Substance already, but so in Payomi, it's called shadow maps, I think. It might be called other things in different shaders and stuff, but basically all you need to do is you need to make a black and white masks. Oh god, that's not the right thing. We did it for the top. I'll show you what it looks like. So you know how I've not really added like a specific like shader or shading here? And that is for a purpose. So if I go to shadow mask test, I think it's this one. You'll see how I've added like black and white basically. And I've just, the black is where the shadow will be. And it will match with the rest of the shading that the shader uses. So if we go into Unity, I'll show you. Can you see it? So basically what you do is you texture the black and white thing. You can, the easiest way to do it is with the newest Substance Painter version is to just put in a folder and then right click and do flatten to file. That's the easiest way. But if you don't have the newest Substance Painter, what you can do is you can just have that be like what I used to do is I used to have a folder where white or black was the top fill layer, and then I used to mask out what I needed, and then the layer below would be like the opposite color, and it would just take over the entire texture temporarily. And then what I do is I'd have that enabled, make sure nothing else is enabled, export that in a separate folder, and then that way you can just export as texture. But the newest Substance Painter version fixes that completely basically. So you can see here how there's a bit of like shading here and like here. So this will just forever be on the mesh. But if I, like, it won't move dynamically basically, but if I do this, it makes it disappear. Normally if you had painted shadows on, it would just like almost like multiply on the shadow, but this is so much nicer in my opinion. But again, it does have the same effect of like if you were to paint it on, it would stay in that location. Like if I had painted the hair bits on top here, it wouldn't move with the hair, it would just like stay there. So it's not perfect. And you just plug it into Payomi. Yes, so let me show you. And that's why this is all like really dark. It's because I haven't, like, this wasn't included when I exported the texture. So this is just like treated as I think is it black on the mask or white on the mask? So it's just like permanently in shadow. So I'm gonna go in and fix that. But I might add something like that on here as well. I think that could look good. I think that could look really good. Like alongside with the texture maybe, possibly. But basically all I did is I went down to light data, which you can see here, shadow map, there it is. And it's just like a texture. And then I just like slapped it in here. And there's a couple of different settings. I usually just have them on default. It's only when I need to like debug that I start moving sliders around. I don't really know what the additive one does, but do we need the other ones? Oh, okay. So maybe I should have all of the ones on. You can see it's a bit stronger now. It looks a bit better actually. So I'm probably going to keep that on. But yeah, it's just a really nice way to have things in shadow that the shader won't pick up on, that you always want in shadow, but you want to be blended in once like the character is fully in shadow, if that makes sense. So it is really nice. And you can also put a global mask on. I think it's because you can change between. Oh, that doesn't show up. That's interesting. Okay, so when I click global mask, it shows up as like 1R, 1G, 1B, 1A, because you can basically do like a shit ton of masks if you really want. Using global modifiers, global data and masks, and then if you go to global mask and then textures, you can add like a mask in each, and it makes it so that you can use a mask more than once, and you don't have to keep putting the texture in. It's a nicer way, in my opinion, to be able to use the same mask in multiple places. So lurk, unfortunately, will be lurking for a while. That's okay, Flandery. Thank you so much for the lurk, and thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so that means I could, for example, use that same mask in... There's some things that don't have global masks. I think rim lighting does have global mask. So if I had a mask here, I could just apply that on without having to like keep putting the same texture in. So that's really nice. But yeah, so there's shadow map, and then you can also put textures into... Where is it? You can put a color text into each shadow layer as well, which is really nice. I have a setup where it took me forever to figure it out, but on my current commission that I'm doing, they have like this shadow, like they have like a border, almost like a border shadow. So it's on like the skin. So maybe you want a little bit of like red, like subsurface scattering effect or anything like that next to the shadow, and you also want that to disappear. I found out a way to get that to work with a mask. I think the solution was to, instead of having just like a complete black and white like mask, you have a bit of gradient of like gray. So then it comes through, and then I think you use the border color and then the shadow border map. I had to set that up as well, but it took me forever to figure it out. I might like do a little guide on that, I guess, when I've released the model, or when the client has debuted the model, I guess. Because I think it would be cool to know. It's just, I don't really understand it myself. I just like tinkered enough with it to get it to work, and I was like, holy shit, it works. I was so happy. It took me forever because I was like, I really want this effect, and it did work. Oh, regarding, so I've spoken about it a little bit in the Discord, but I was trying to get a certain effect of, like, imagine you're like in the shower, or your model's in the shower, and you want like water dripping down, but you want it to be like stylized. So you want it to be more like anime texture, right? I was trying to look at different ways of getting that to work. I did find a way that suited me the most. It is not perfect because it will not like change direction based off what direction the mesh is in. So if I were to rotate this 90 degrees to the side, it wouldn't change, which is a bit like, that's like a limitation of the specific method I've used. But I think it still looks good, because if you were to have it like on like your body, it's not gonna be, you're not gonna move it that much. On the arms, it's more of a problem, because if you were to lift the arms up, like, I guess the shower water will go upwards, which isn't realistic. But if you mostly keep your arms down and it's for a toggle, then you can get away with it. So yeah, I'm gonna show how to do that as well once I'm done with the model. But I think there's a couple of better solutions out there that have other limitations. So it just depends on like what type of limitations do you have, which controls what you use, I guess. Oh, you mean like the water doesn't actually drip? So imagine like you know that emoji? Hang on, I'm trying to. Okay, let's go on Substance Painter. I'll show you. There we go. Right. So if I just go to the, I'm just gonna use the hair as an example. We're just gonna draw on the hair, and I'll show you. That's his bottom outfit. All right. What did I? Okay. Before we do anything, let me just get the color. We'll just get the layer that we want. Paste. Oh God. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So imagine I have like a water effect that like I want to move downwards. like so. I want it to like pan downwards. Like say there's like many of them, and I want them all to pan downwards. The way that I did it, I initially tried it with a shader called Vector Flow, which is paid. I mean, it's a very cool looking shader, but it's more for like realistic water rather than stylized. However, you can get it to work with stylized very easily. The only issue is that it doesn't support more than one UV. So what I needed to do is I had one set of UVs, like say this one, and that is what I had done all the textures on, and I wanted to keep it that way for like a specific, like maybe it was for textile density or something along those lines. But for the shower effect, I would need to position or rotate the UVs in a specific way to get it to all go downwards, if that makes sense. So I think this one, everything is going downwards, or most things are going downwards because of the anisotropic, which is kind of like the same thing. If you're panning like a whole texture downwards, you need everything to like line up. So I needed to make a second UV, it was a very quick process. But that meant I couldn't use Vector Flow to do what I wanted to do. So I instead did a decal in Pyomi. I made a texture that I wanted to decal downwards, and then I made sure that I was selecting the second UV, which you can do. I think you can use up to 4 UVs or 4 like UV sets in Pyomi, which is really nice. And that allowed me to not have to rebake my textures and change like the look of all of that. So yeah, that's basically what I did, but I'm hoping to just make like a step-by-step. Now, the only thing is that obviously the UVs that I did it on, they were separate islands. They weren't all just like one island. So you'd have issues where, imagine there's like a cut here. There's a UV cut here. You'd have issues where like, there'd be like a drop here, and then there'd be like a drop here, and then there'd be like a drop here, which is like cut off. Like you can see it, like when it pans, it doesn't look that great. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mask around the seams, because you can use a mask. So I'm going to use a mask around the seams so made that it like slowly fades into the mask rather than harshly cutting into the seam. And that way I'll be able to control where it actually goes, because I don't want it necessarily everywhere. But yeah, sorry, I don't know if this much makes sense. Oh my god, I don't know if this makes a lot of sense when I'm not showing you guys what I'm on about. But I will hopefully just make like some kind of step-by-step or whatever on that once it's all official out there. But yeah, that's like the best explanation. It's kind of like, you know, when like you have an expression which is like this big tear that just like fades down. It's kind of like that. Obviously you'd just do that with a blend shape, right, if you wanted that as an expression, but it's kind of the same effect. Okay, so before we do anything, I'm just going to turn this thing off. There we go. Just because it looks nicer when it's not just like black and white. But what I also was contemplating was doing blend shapes. Doing a blend shape animation. That's something that I've been experimenting with lately. And it worked really well on one set of things, but I realized that to get a smoother animation, there are some limitations, and there are some things you need to consider, and like stuff like topology needs to be really good to get a smooth, nice looking blend shape animation. And you need to consider things such as, do I have like any bones that will deform the area? Because if so, then that's going to make it incredibly difficult. If you don't have any bones that deform the area, maybe you have other blend shapes that deform the area, then you need to set up, and I need to do this, then you need to set up, like you need to go through every single blend shape and then set it so that the animation moves with the blend shape that also deforms it, if that makes sense. I think that will be fine, but it's a lot. I think I have to go through all the ARK once and do that on a blend shape animation that I'm doing, so it doesn't take long. It's just like a tedious process, you know? How smooth and realistic do you want the wetness anyway? Because don't people most of the time just keep like the wetness static, like without even animating it? It depends. So if you're going for like a more realistic look, like say like VRChat look, you're probably likely to just use, say, the vector flow shader as it is with the normals it comes with. It's more like a realistic wetness, and it does look really good. But that will then be animated to pan downwards, or I don't know how. I didn't spend enough time with vector flow to know if it like changed it based on the direction of, like, if you moved your arm up, does it still go downwards or does it follow the arm? Do you know what I mean? Like, does it follow the UV? I didn't spend enough time with it to know if it actually did that, but I think some people will use static ones because it's probably much easier. Like if you just had like if you had like a model that would exercise and they would just be like sweating from the exercise, you could get away with just using like a static normal map, and you would look like you have been sweating because you've been exercising. But I wanted it to be animated specifically, so I needed to like look at different solutions to figure out what I wanted to do. It's fun stuff. It's fun tech, but it all relies on like the things that I use. I do not have the brain capacity to like make these solutions myself, especially shaders. Shaders are like, I don't even know how they work. It's like magnets. How the fuck do they work? But yeah, I think it worked out in the end. I'm still doing some more stuff on it though, so I'm not fully done with it yet, which is why I can't show it, and the client has to debut it. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I've put a lot of work into it, and I think it'll look good once it's done. Why does Cindy want to take a VR shower? It's not me. It's not me. But saying that, I do admire gimmicks like that in VRChat. For example, if you go to, I know this is a controversial world, but if you go to, what is it called? It's that ERP one that people go to, which is quite popular in VRChat. I just can't remember what it's called. It has a lot of cool gimmicks. I went to see it once, like, not in a public world. I went to like a private world to see it. And I was like, holy shit, they have like a whole ass NPC that you can talk to and everything. Like, this is cool. I like the tech. I don't like what people do to it, but I like the tech. I know nothing about VRChat. So there's a very popular world called oh my god, hang on. Let me find it. I think if I just go to VRChat popular world, it's gonna come up. Top VRChat worlds. It's always like on the like most visited one. This page is not loading. Oh wait, hang on. Just Be Club? That's one. So Just Be Club 4.0 had an upgrade. They have like whole like NPCs that you can ask them to find things for you and stuff like that. It's really cool. I like the gimmick of it. And there'll be like multiple hotel rooms, what the people use for whatever nefarious reasons they want to use for. But they have like bathrooms, so you can like turn the shower on and there'll be like particles and stuff like that. And then I remember watching a video, I don't know what world this was, but it was someone who like put what was it? I don't know if it was like a shower of some kind, but if they turned the shower on, their avatar would then have like a wet shader or something that would react and like activate when the shower got put on, or like when it got hit with the shower particles, which was really cool. It's about immersion, I would say, and I find that stuff really cool, but I like it for the tech alone, not for anything else. But yeah, I think if I wanted to create like a VRChat world, I'd want to have cool gimmicks like that. But that requires me to learn how to code, and that's no, I don't want to do that. I just want to create the things. I don't want to create the code. Don't use the sussy emote. Anyways, I haven't even started doing any texturing yet, but yeah, I just wanted to explain like the effect, because I hate being like, oh, I can't tell you, like I made something cool but I can't tell you. But like legit, I cannot tell you until like it's done, and then I'd be happy to like show people, because I want to show the cool thing that I was able to research and find. Geonodes, code, etc. That's the kind of thing I'll most likely never touch, at least not like shader coding. I think doing scripts and stuff for like Blender would be cool. I think that could be very useful depending on what you need and if it's like possible at all and stuff like that. But shaders, fuck that. I'll leave that to someone way more competent. And likes math, I guess. I feel like a lot of shader stuff and a lot of Unity things is math, and I despise math, so we're not going to go through that suffering, I don't think. My cursor has just like disappeared. This is really annoying. All right, there we go. I think we should just start off like by oh, we need to do this scalp. Okay, should we split it into different things? I think we need to split it. So I'll do ponytail. And then we'll select only the ponytail. Are you going to be texturing shadows and strands today? Yes. I'm going to just be doing the ponytail basically, I think. Maybe the ears if we get time. I still don't know how I'm going to tackle those. Actually, how ham do you go with strands? I try and keep it simple. But I want to go into the other hairstyles and maybe add a bit more, like maybe add like an extra shadow layer to them or something. I think that would look good. The only issue with this is that there's a lot of strands that are overlapping, so it's quite hard to like get to. I should have probably separated them in Blender, but now we're just gonna pay the consequences. I think we can draw on the UV as well if we have to, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Let me just duplicate this. So this will be like not the ponytail. So this will be, I guess this. So this is scalp. And then I'm gonna duplicate that. We're gonna call this accessory. There we go. Right, so we're gonna tackle the ponytail first. I might go back into Blender and separate them. I don't really want to. That's a lot of hassle. We'll see. We'll see. Or should we just do it? Should we just nip it in the bud? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. It shouldn't take long. But what I'm gonna do before I do that is I'm gonna take a backup because I don't remember the last time I took a backup and I don't want to lose all the hard work. So I'll take a backup first before we re-import the mesh. I sometimes see people render super detailed here and some keep it super simple. Yeah, so I think if I had like an actual reference, which I definitely don't for the ponytails, but if I had like an actual reference, I would just follow whatever ham details they went with. That was much easier, but because I'm doing it myself, I'm basically treating it as like my illustration. Hi Dumo! Welcome in. It's a bit chilly today. It is, isn't it? Not great. Let's see. Okay, we're taking a backup. Cool. So I'm just gonna quickly go into Blender and I'm just gonna do that. Like, it will take me longer to swap the screens around than just doing it myself. So I'm just gonna do it really quick. So I think I just want to separate these ones. I think I can have some of them be overlapping. I think that will be fine. I think it's just like the upper ones that will be a bit of a pain if I keep them together. And I think the rest, yeah, so okay, cool. Right, I'm just gonna export this now. shoot, I don't think I did it right. Hang on. I'll try that again. Okay, that should be done, I think. Oh wait, never mind. I'm waiting on Blender. Was raining here as well? Oh, raining. Also, I dropped Occupaint again. It was too much of a hassle to use. I mean, that's fair. I've personally had a few not so great experiences with Occupaint. I know people love it. I'm just not one of those people, and that's completely fine. But it's completely valid to drop it if it's not working for you. Let me do re-import mesh. Please don't break. I mean, we have a backup if it does, but... Right, did it all hold up? I think it did, but yeah, it looks normal. Alright. So what I did very quickly is I just separated... Let me duplicate... Yeah, so that is one bit, and then this is one bit now, which makes it a lot easier. I don't regret doing this. But yeah, we'll just start with the ponytail bit, because now there's not that much overlapping, so we'll be fine, I think. At this point, I'm just good at painting on one layer, I guess. I mean, you could try other solutions. I wouldn't say give up completely. You could try Substance Painter if you haven't tried that yet. I'm just gonna start with like a shadow base first, and then we'll get to it. I don't know why my cursor's just like when I hover over everywhere, I can only see like what I go up on, you know? Yeah, I might quote unquote try Substance at some point. That I don't blame you. That's fair. Oh, I need to set this to, hang on. Pass through, pass through, pass through, pass through. There we go. Oh shit, I remember now. There was something weird about the shading, wasn't there? Like what? I'm just having a quick look to see if I can identify what the issue is. Oh, I think it's an Engon. Oh, hang on. Right, let me just, I'll just show you guys Blender. So you don't get bored of just looking at something that's not changing. I think it was an Engon. Oopsie. Just trying to find like the... Yeah, that's an Engon, isn't it? No, wait, is it? I don't know. Am I crazy? No, that isn't an Engon. What the hell? I lied. Why is the shading like that? I don't understand. Marking sharp doesn't work. It doesn't have custom normal data, which is fucking it. Oh wait. That kind of helped. Wait, what did I do? Oh, it was this one. Oh. Oh yeah, that looks much better. There's still a bit of like weirdness, but it's much better. Yeah, I thought maybe there was an Engon, but there wasn't. I was wrong. I wonder if I can like fix. I don't like how that looks. I think it's like this bit. It like fucks with the shading. If I do move it up, it's fine. And it does move it up there as well. I think that's better. Oh, you could try Marmoset Toolbag. Never heard that one. It's a 3D texture and rendering software. Also not owned by Adobe. That is a plus, to be honest. I always forget Marmoset Toolbag is a thing. There was a guy at uni who was really good at it. I don't think I've tried it. No, I don't think I've tried it. I've tried 3D Coat, and that was pretty good, but it had some annoying things with it that I had to go back to Substance to finish a commission because it was like actively fucking with me. So I had to stop using that. But I want to try it again. Maybe it's fixed itself. I think I would do these better in a different universe. Yeah, this is better. All right. The UVs are fine, right? There's not any like weirdness. No, there's no overlap. Okay. Right. We'll just re-export that, I think, real quick. All right. That's just getting re-exported now. A perpetual license for Marmoset is $3.99, but to be fair, it does a lot more than Substance. Like, you can just add lights and render a full asset in there. What does perpetual mean? Is that yearly? Because that's insane. I'm not gonna lie. Marmoset tool bag. I think you can render in Substance as well. I've never tried it, but it's a never-ending license. Ah, okay. Well, that's fair then. You can get a free trial as well. That's pretty good. But yeah, I know Substance has a way to render, but I've just never used it because I never actually used any of the realistic shading in Substance. So they do like Clip Studio Paint where you get only version 5.x update. So if they release a 6, you wouldn't get that for free, that's fine. I was just looking at their different licensing stuff. You can apparently get a discount. So I assume, like, from version 4. So I assume they'd apply the same thing from version 5 to 6, maybe. But that is only for yearly upgrades. Interesting. Might be worth checking out the free trial. 100%. The free trial seems to be an option. I would 100% check it before buying it. I like even programs provide free trials. And you seem to get it for 30 days, that's decent. That's all right. Gives you enough time to learn the program, as long as you don't take like a break. What was it? I think Clip Studio Paint on the on tablets Maybe it was just like Android tablets. It gave like 6 months for free, which was insanity. Alright. Where's my substance? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to re-import again because I mess with the things. Should be quick though. Alright, it's imported. Let's have a look. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay, let's just get back on this one. Yeah, I just got reminded of the shading issues because I don't know, like when I was brushing, it was like jumping weirdly, and I think I was like, oh shit, but it doesn't have anything to do with the actual. Wait, huh? Why can't I right click? Excuse me? I swear to God, if this is. Oh, it's because I'm not using the driver. That makes sense. Never mind. Why am I using an older version of the driver? Huh? Sorry, give me a second. So I downloaded like a new version of the driver for Open Tablet driver, but it keeps opening the old one, which is really annoying. Open file location. Oh, I think it's because I opened the old one from a portable. Hang on. I'm just having a look for it now. There it is. Wait, did I not oh, I did. There it is. Okay. Okay, I have the newest one now. I'm gonna pin that instead. Okay, cool. This should hopefully work. Where's my pen? There we go. Zenny, you're smart. You should build a tool in Blender for texture painting like Substance, but in Blender. No. Those tools already exist. Like OcoPaint, and someone's recommended Paint System as well, I think it's called. And they're just not as good as if Blender, like for me, I want a native layer system in Blender because I think they would do a really good job of that. Because I'm too scared of like things just breaking when it's like plugin based, at least with texturing. But also I wouldn't be able to do that even if I wanted to, I don't think. It requires like shader knowledge, which is shader scary. Shader bad. Well, not shader bad. Shader very good, but I'm just not very good with shader. I keep like falling back to my old ways of holding my pen. I need to stop. I need to tell my body to stop being silly. It might be better using it from this side. So even though this is like not separated, but it's only like a tiny bit, it's still like causing me pain, which is a bit annoying, but it'll be fine. I'm just careful. We can fix it though if we have to. It's not the end of the world. I think I just need to like add more here to hide that imperfection. Yes, like so. That's pretty hidden, I'd say. Right, I need to... There we go. Turn pressure sensitivity on. Also, Dumo, have you unquit your art yet? Like, you're back to doing art now? Oh, by the way, so this weekend, I say this weekend, last weekend, I played my cards again and I lost everything. But then I looked on the website that told me so they're called legends, basically the characters that determine what type of deck you can run. My legend, the one that I played, was like bottom tier. So at the moment, I'm just like coping and just blaming my losses on my legend being bad and not my skills. I nearly won though when we're in a 2v2, but that's all right. I want to try a new deck now. I'm sick of the deck I have, so I might get some more cards soon. Hi Cupid, thank you so much for the check-in and the head pat. But yeah, I've never been really good at card games. I like the shiny cards though, I do. But yeah, it felt good just getting absolutely ass blasted by someone with better skill and a nicer deck. It was fun though. I had some nice food as well. I had Burger King. They do like a wagyu beef burger now, and it was pretty okay. It was nice. It was not like the real deal, I'd say. Well, I assume. I don't think I've ever had like that type of meat before, but it was decent. It came in a really pretty packaging. Burger King mentioned. Oh, Burger King is pretty good. I used to be a Burger King hater, and I used to say McDonald's is so much better. But that's a lie. McDonald's is kind of shit right now. Never had a Burger King? You should totally get yourself a Burger King next time you go out to like a town or like a city that has a Burger King. Burger King's alright. The fries are pretty decent. I had the chili cheese bites or whatever, and they were okay as well. No. Then you can't, like, then you should put never had a Burger King by choice. What the hell? Why don't you want a Burger King? I think I also saw that they had some kind of weird, like, frosty thing. I don't know. I didn't have it, but I don't tend to eat when I'm out. That's fair. You could order it as a takeaway as well, maybe. Or you could just like bring it home. Take away yourself, you know? Ads are coming in 2 minutes. Right. I think this is the perfect time to go on an ad break. We're gonna lock in when we're back, of course. We always lock in. Who said we don't? But I think so far we've done some progress. We're not nearly done though. But we've done some progress, so yeah. Right. B.O.B. real quick. 3-minute break. Hello, welcome back. I, of course, clicked the wrong scene again, but you guys didn't see that, so it's fine. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, I hope the ad break didn't treat you too bad. I just stood up. I might stand up now, actually. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep if I don't. Hang on, we're gonna stand up for a bit. I don't have trackers on, so you won't see it, but I'm just gonna move things around. Holy shit. I almost had not a heart attack, but I almost hit my monitor into my shelf. That would have been very bad. That would have been very bad. It's fine though. Right, I'm awake. Okay, I'm standing up. We're gonna lock in, we're gonna do stuff. I don't know how drawing standing up is gonna feel like, but we can always sit back down if need be. Let me swap. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna continue with the hair. By the way, after the weekend, well, on the weekend and after the weekend, I had a bit more fizzy drink again. I'm taking a little break of trying to stop drinking fizzy drink. But saying that, I have a huge bottle of water right next to me, so I am trying to be a bit better. But taking it day by day, I'd say. Also, I think my wrist is like 100% okay now. It still flares up a little bit sometimes, but I'm being very careful with my posture when I'm like on the computer, and I'm able to just like spend as many hours as I want on it now. So everything seems to be good. But I had this thought the other day, and that made me really sad. So obviously the problem is like a wrist motion or something, right? Does that mean I can just like never lift weights again? Like if I were to do like squats with weights, does that mean I just can't? Because you have to use your hands to hold the barbells. Like how will it affect it? And I'm a little bit worried to find out. Like I want to start lifting weights again at some point, but not yet, but like in the future. I'm worried that I won't be able to, which is gonna suck. Which means I'm just gonna have like noodle arms, and then I'm gonna have to use my legs for everything. They're gonna be like mega bulky, which is fine. But I'd also want a little bit of bulk on my arms, so not even just my arms. Like I wouldn't be able to do like squats with weights if that was the case. I wouldn't be able to use deadlifts. Oh my god. That is very sad. Maybe I can use like shoulder, like there's like certain machines you can use where you just use the shoulder to lift up and down. Maybe I could use something like that, I don't know. But I think I'm worrying for nothing, but it's like a concern. Because I wouldn't want to not be able to lift like in the future, you know? We'll see how it goes. But yeah, like right now it feels a little bit tender, like when I feel it. It's like, it's not the, it is the wrist, but it's not the wrist. It's like the little knuckle that you have on your arm. Like when I touch it, it feels a bit like angry. I don't know. It feels a little bit angry now, but it doesn't like hurt. Like as long as it's not getting worse, then I'm okay, I think. Oh, big yippee. Right, I think we're just gonna do this. Need a bit of like, not asymmetry, but a bit of noise, a bit of variance. Hi Lucy, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. Hi, how are you? Oh no, I'm yawning again. What are you up to? Gonna have a quick sip. I'm just working on the ponytail texture at the moment, which is very purple. I'm good. My iPhone is coming on Friday. I'm so excited for you. The tracking's gonna be so much nicer. Personally, like webcam tracking is okay, but iPhone tracking is just like something else. And you get to do cheek puff and tongue out without a toggle. How crazy is that? You can do this and this just by tracking. You can't do much more with the tongue, unfortunately. There's only a tongue out and in, but it's still really cool. Oh my god, sorry. Yawn. The sleepies have just hit me, but I'm standing up so that I don't fall asleep. I can't wait for my V-Bridger on my 2D. Oh yeah, does your 2D have V-Bridger support already? Or are you getting that done now? I think my 2D model has VBridger, but I honestly can't really tell the difference on my specific model on whether like it's if I use VTuber Studio directly or if I use VBridger. Maybe I'm just not like paying attention enough to the Prism one. That could be it. When you think about it, oh, hello, the Norton patient. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. When you think about it, it's like crazy how much tech has evolved since VTubing became a thing, you know? Even I think HoloLive models, they're very like restricted in what they can do. It's very much like that. Like they do like mouth open and that, but I think they've improved since. But they have like those type of like what's it called? Those type of like mouth shapes for a real long time. I wonder if they've like delved deeper now. I'm getting it done. Potato rigged it without it, so she didn't know how to do it, but now she knows. Hey, let's go. That's good. I'm happy for you. I think I'm probably gonna use my Prism one for some time, and then I want to maybe commission like a custom model, because I think it'd be nice if it was like custom, you know. But I don't want to do it myself. Initially, I was like, oh, I can just like make it myself. I can just learn how to do it. It'll be fine. And then now I'm just like, no, I don't have the time. I don't have the time or patience. Maybe in a different life, you know? Maybe in a life where I didn't pick up 3D, I would instead do 2D models. But not this life. Actually, maybe. You never know. Maybe I'll like win the lottery and then I can just spend all my days doing anything I want. I don't play the lottery, but you know, maybe. Maybe I'll win it by proxy or something, I don't know. That'd be cool. Have you seen that a new gambling game that came out? Is it Gambling with Friends or something? Actually, I don't know if it's out yet. It might be. It's very like Friends Love vibes, and it looks kind of fun, but I haven't tried it yet. Please let me know which artist and rigger you're going to think of going with. There's a lot of people around Norwegians who are not genuine. It's long stories. Oh, it's a long story. No, I've seen a lot of like I've seen a lot of like Google Docies lately about people like waiting years for the model and never getting it and never getting a refund. Do you know the name of the game? I swear it's called like, hang on, let me find it. I'll find it for you. Gambling. I swear it's just called Gambling with Friends. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh no, it is. Gamble with your friends. Sorry, the wording was a little bit different. That's what it's called. It's a online 1 to 6 player co-op casino crawler, and it gives like peak, but instead of climbing a mountain, you instead gamble. I think the character also looks very peak-esque, so that might be why. But yeah, it looks cool. I think the developers of Peak are also releasing a new game, or have released a new game, which is like Crash Out or something. We also need to hang out again. Yes, we will. Once I have a little bit less stuff I need to do, we will hang out again. I'm making progress now, though. I'm very, 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 very close to finishing my commission. And then I'm very, very, very close to finishing this model, which means hopefully there'll be a little bit more time in my day. I'll probably check it out. If you do, let me know how it is, because I do want to pick it up. I just need like an excuse to, you know? Oh my god, I can't. There we go. I think I'll take this one a little bit off. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Actually, maybe we will take this one a bit further up. But, ooh, maybe we'll do this. I feel a bit like maybe the shadow bit here is going too far down. Yeah, I feel like it is. Maybe we should, oh, maybe we should just do this. Like, we'll just erase this bit. And this can be like a middle shadow. And then we just need to like... figure this out. Like what we want to do here. That might be the play. Yay. Also, yeah, the devs of Peak did release Crash Out. I saw it on TikTok. It looked kind of cool. But I feel like I would 100% crash out. Those games are not for the faint of heart, aka me. It's like playing Overcooked. Why is my... Oh no. Oh no, it's gotten stuck again. Why? God damn it. What button is it? Okay, it's back, I think. Yeah, it's back. Never mind. I'm a sucker for friend swap games. True. The golf one is pretty fun. The recent golf one. I'm not very good at it though. I think I hit like... what's it called? On one of the games I played, it was like hitting two... like only hitting it twice and then getting in the hole. But it's like when you least expect it, you know? Like if you try hard, it's not gonna work. Alright, let's see how... I was just thinking like if we do something like this, like maybe we can still have it. It would be similar to like the front hair because that has like a middle layer, doesn't it? Don't worry, I have the spreadsheets done already, so I'm super hyped to play with y'all. Oh, I should have put that golf game on. Oh, my brain was just like, peak. I assume the golf game might already be featured or someone's already mentioned it. But yeah, my dumbass forgot about that game. I have the golf game on. Yay! Golf time. Alright, what are we thinking about this? I think this looks okay. Yeah, I think it looks okay. For doing it just based on vibes alone, I'm pretty happy. I think I just need to do a little bit there. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more here. Yes, okay. Right, that looks alright. Now we just need to do the... Oh wait, shit, have we done the other side? I don't think we have. Alright, Monster Hunter is calling my name, so I should go now. No worries! Thank you so much for stopping by, Lucy, and I hope you have a good day or evening playing Monster Hunter. Yeah, I don't think we did the back, did we? No, we didn't. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a... What's it called? I'm gonna add a paint layer so we have a backup. And I'm gonna save. So that if it does corrupt or whatever, then we can get it back, hopefully. I'm gonna have a quick drink as well. Oh, I think I've set up not alerts. I still need to do that, but I think I've set up notifications when the platform are multi-streaming on. Like it's like when there's like subscriptions and stuff. I haven't set up any redeems yet. I don't think it's possible to set up redeems on the multi-stream platform, but I need to look into it. I think you can get emotes, but then you have to be like partner or something, which I'm not, so. I just wish it had like easy features to just do fun stuff. I don't know why like every platform is like refusing to, well, not every platform, but some platforms are like refusing to have like any fun and whimsy in their lives. So I'm hoping that it gets added maybe, but I don't think they will. I feel like emotes is a big one, and I think redeems is they're quite fun. Maybe there are redeems actually, and I just don't know about them. That could be. Wait, how am I doing? I'm gonna actually erase that. Actually, hang on. I should probably zoom in. Hi, Chilky. Thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. Huge listeners. Not the big ears. I'll say the big bazookas, but they're not really bazookas. I can hear you much better now. It looks like Blobby's my child. Why is... Oh, Blobby's cursed because I've green screened his eyes away. Just doing hair texturing today. I feel like we're making progress. I'm like locking in. Sorta. I don't know how, but I am. But this specific hair is a little bit... It's not great when it comes to topology. So we have a few like things we need to hide to make it look good. I mean, it's my own model, so it doesn't matter. But things we don't want visible on the model. They do be like that sometimes. Hang on, let me just... Yeah, I think that's fine. So we can add that here, and then we can have that go all the way up. Yeah, that's fine. I was considering doing like a shadow map on the hair. I think that could maybe look good. Like instead of all these shadows, it's just shading. But then if you were to put the entire character in shadow, it would just all disappear. Maybe it would look that good. So maybe that's actually not a great idea now that I think about it. I think I'm gonna tackle this in the UVs because it's too hard of a place to not like mess up the rest of the shading. Oh my god. Let's do a little one of these. I like this specific song a lot. I don't know why. Also, I've started listening to this playlist. Like when I just want like background lo-fi music on. And I'm just like, huh, it feels like I should be streaming right now. Because that's like what I associate this album with. Or like this playlist with. I should probably turn down the flow. Sorry, I have hiccups today. Oh, today I was like, I kept thinking it was Thursday, like all day while I was at work. So I kept telling people, oh, we're nearly there. We're nearly done with the week. Like, it's nearly weekend. It's fucking not. We're like halfway through. That was my shoulder that cracked. I don't know why I did. I don't know if that got picked up, but yeah, my brain just immediately, like, it just completely thinks it's Thursday today, but it's not. So tomorrow I'm gonna be like, holy shit, it's Friday, and it's not, and I'm gonna be angry. But yeah, that's just life, isn't it? I think it's because it's weird because I had Monday off because it was the bank holiday. So shouldn't I? Surely I should think that it was only Tuesday today, right? Because the Tuesday was the first day back at work. That would have been like the Monday. I don't know. My brain works in mysterious ways, but it is what it is, I suppose. I'm gonna erase this bit a little bit. It's a bit strong. Actually, I'm gonna... gonna do this instead. Okay, so I think that's fine. We just need to tackle like this tiny bit, which I don't know where is. I'm gonna say it's you. It was. I don't know if symmetry is gonna work, but we can try, right? So it was that one, and then was it that one? Yeah. That didn't exactly work. Yeah, I don't think the symmetry worked as well as I wanted. That's fine. We'll just go very, very small with a 3D brush. Almost a weekend. I mean, to be fair, it is almost a weekend. If you just like ignore today, like it's evening now, if you just ignore today and then wake up tomorrow, it's like almost a weekend. Are you in Blender? No, I am in Substance Painter right now. So we're just like working on texturing the hair. But I was in Blender earlier. So I basically move between Blender and Substance Painter if there's anything that I need to like re-export. But we are also going to go back into Blender soon. By soon, I'm not sure if maybe today, but maybe next stream. Because I need to start doing the shape keys, I think. Which I've been doing some shape keys on a different model, and I've been learning about like quite a few things about how, like what I need to be careful about and stuff like that to get like a specific shape. But it's so complex. It's so damn complex to me because there's like 52 blend shapes that you need to like get working right, and they need to like, they don't all need to work together, but it feels like it, you know? That would be cool. Or next stream. Yeah, we're probably gonna end up in Blender next stream, I think, because hopefully we should have finished most of the textures. I still need to do the body texture, but I can't really do that on stream without like risking getting smited. I did have an idea though. I thought, what if I just like overlay a specific color as if it was like an outfit, and then I like that is put on multiply, and then I just shade as normal. Like, would that work? Would the Twitch monitoring team were happy? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that could work, but it's a bit risky testing it out. Good luck. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. It's just a lot of back and forth. I am tempted to use Faceit to get a base for it, which I usually do, even if it's just for like generating the names and everything that I need. But also sometimes it is a little bit like it gets a lot of cleanup, so I don't know. We might do, or we might just do the good old standard way. We'll see. Just to clean up this, because I think some of this got a bit messed up when I was trying to do the UVs or draw on the UV directly. Yeah, I think that looks good. Hang on, let's try and fix this one a little bit. There we go. Right. Oh my god. Where am I? Okay, there we go. I think that looks alright. Now, I need to still do the upper bit, and then we need to figure out what we want to do with the here, and then we also need to do the scalp. Oh, my brain was like, oh, we've done the ponytail now. I'm done. No, not yet. Now this one should be fairly easy. I think we should just try and match it with what's underneath. So this can just like be similar, I guess. Let me do the back, however. should do the back straight away, I think. Because that's going to be on top. It's not going to be shown. I guess it's going to a little bit be shown. That's fine though. This part shouldn't take too long. And then I guess we have to decide what we want to do with this scrunchie. I haven't gotten that far in my thought process yet. I think gold. Gold disc is a bit. Maybe it won't look that good. Green? Green scrunchie? But also, what type of scrunchie are we talking about? I guess that's the hard bit, isn't it? Green? You think green is a good idea? We can do green. We don't have a lot of green in our design, so adding a bit more green will be fine. Oh, Zenny of the screen. Hello, Ike. Are you here for your wisdom? What's the wisdom? Okay, so if you play Riftbound, which I don't know if you are, but if you do, don't play the Jinx deck. That's my wisdom. Before you play anything, make sure you check that you're playing a deck that is relatively okay. You don't need the strongest deck. You just need one that isn't bottom tier. Also, if you do lose, just blame it on your cards. Don't blame it on your skill. That is my wisdom. Bit unethical, I'd say, but it's fine. Green does sound good. Okay, green it is. Well, time for bed. Bye-bye. No worries, Dumo. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. Bye-bye. Let's see. Hair. Yeah, we can do green. Why not? I think green will look okay. We want to also probably do this bit. Blame it on the cards. Got it. Check the deck out. Got it. Yes. Check like tier list and deck builders and stuff like that. To be fair, it's been a while since, like, I didn't check the deck. It was Visu who checked the deck, and he built like a deck around the cards that were good at the time. I think it's been a while since we did that, so there might be a better deck around that people have figured out. So I should probably check that out, to be fair. But yeah, just do not blame your own skill. Just blame everyone else. That is pure wisdom right there. It's the same in video games as well. If you're getting beat, like if you're getting your ass beat by like some kind of fighting game, just blame the controller. Why not? Insane wisdom. Yeah, you got a lot today, didn't you? A lot of nice wisdom. Maybe I should retract some of it. Maybe it's too much. Should have saved some of it for next week. I think that so far looks okay. I'm gonna just like turn down the flow a little bit. Just do this. Why not? Actually, no, I don't like it. Don't take the wisdom back. We need wisdom. Okay, okay. You can keep it. I won't demand a refund. Wait, I demand a refund. I don't know how it works. I won't take it back. Is this Blender? Hello! I'm trying to figure out how your name is pronounced. No, it's not Blender. It's Substance Painter. But hello! It's aims. It's aims? It's aims? Please let me know how you pronounce your name. I'm gonna try my best. But no, it is Substance Painter. We're not in Blender just yet. We keep dipping in and out of Blender and to do any fixes, but thank you for not lobotomizing the wisdom of the week out of our heads. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Okay. I think we'll do a little bit here as well. If we just slap like a little bit of shadow in these parts, then we can block it out. Maybe we should like make them go higher. Well then do like, oh, maybe do like the reverse on these. Like so. Like have like edges of no shading. And then I think I just want to do like a bit of, oh my god, if only I could right click, I would be unstoppable. Like there we go. Oh my god, where am I? Never mind, we're fine. I'm gonna do this upper bit as well. Yeah, I think that's cute. Okay. Actually, maybe we should have a little bit of hard edges instead. Like this one. Oh, I need to put the flow back on. There we go. Just to match like the underlying texture a little bit. I don't know if it's just me not being able to press right click or if it's like a delay or anything. Yeah, I think that's cute. Okay, so let's save that there. And let's have a look. Is there anything on the back? Ooh. Should we just like do this again? And then that should be fine. Yeah, I think this little bit we can just keep like it is. I think that's fine. Snow? Wait, did it work? It should work, but I don't know. I think I'm happy with the ponytail like that for now. We might go back in because like I might want to do that with the other hair, but I haven't decided yet. I do think there's a bit of a shading difference here though. Like this is like way darker. Oh yeah, what the hell? Is it because I just haven't done anything on the bottom bit? Yeah, I think so. Never mind. It's fine. Of course not. It's late spring. You say that, but I saw a TikTok from someone who had snow in May. So what can I tell you? It wasn't me, but I'm just like pretending to live in their environment. Permanent snow. I think it was in Norway actually. I don't know where though. Let's see. Okay, so we were doing green for the... Yeah, I'll do the green thing and then we'll move over to the scalp. I think that sounds good. Yeah, so this does not need to be this color. I think we actually need to do another fill color if we want it to be green. Now, what type of green should we do? We should just match the crystal, right? Oh my god, why is there a dot here? What the hell? I'm gonna have to fix that. Like, is that too green? Should we do it a bit darker, maybe? Maybe we can do it darker with the shadow. That might work. What type of green do we want? Let's color pick this green, and then we'll just shift it a bit more into the yellow. Yes, perfect. Okay. What type of hair tie do we want? Right now it gives me like scrunchy vibes. I just don't know like How do you even texture a scrunchie? Do you know what I mean? Not scrunchie. I'm thinking, what am I thinking of? I don't know what I'm thinking of. Like a sponge? Kinda? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking of. We can just like make some shit up and make it into like a bracelet. A bracelet that somehow fits exactly the ponytail hair. Why not? Sure. So then we can just make it metal and it doesn't matter. Wait, does metal scrunchies exist? Metal scrunchie. Why am I on Google Shopping? What's going on? How did I get here? Google. Metal scrunchie. So there's like metal effect scrunchies, but it's still not like what I'm looking for. Metal, hang on. Metal bracelet hair tie. Oh, you can get, I didn't know this existed. I can't speak. I didn't know this existed, but you can get like bracelets that hold a hair tie. So it just looks part of the bracelet, but then when you need to use a hair tie, you just like put it on. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so you can definitely get like ponytail cuffs? Huh? Hang on. I need to look at this. How do you put that on? How does it work? Okay, so it's a real thing. That's good. That means it's less work for me. It's called a ponytail cuff. Doesn't the blender have a texture painter? It's easier on the software, or are you familiar with the software? So you can texture paint in oh my god, I can't speak, sorry. You can texture paint in Blender, but Blender has a few faults with it, I would say. One of them being that natively Blender doesn't have layers, which for me is quite crucial. Like even on this like one item, I'm like already using 2 layers, if that makes sense. And there are plugins you can use to make it a bit nicer, which does include layers like Uka Paint. But I personally just prefer using Substance Painter because that's like the workflow I got used to, and like, don't get me wrong, Substance Painter has a few quirks as well. Being owned by Adobe is one of them. But other than that, it's just a nicer workflow once you get used to it. Learning Substance Painter can be a bit confusing when you start, if you do choose to start. And if Blender's texture painting was as good as Substance Painter, I would just use Blender. Like if it had layers, if it had nice brushes, if it had like an engine that wouldn't scream and die every time you try and make like a brush that's bigger than 2 centimeters, then I would use Blender, I think, because my ideal world is just having everything in one program. Because there are some like issues with exporting things back and forth between Blender and Substance Painter as well. But yeah, I quite enjoy using Substance Painter for texturing, I would say. So yeah, I'm just looking at these cuffs and they do exist, they're real, which means I will take advantage of that. I will take advantage of that and say, oh, it was all planned. I still don't really understand how people put them on. I think it's meant to be like a cuff with like half of it is band-aid, not band-aid. Half of it is a hair tie. But we can just like pretend it's like inside it or something. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. So we'll just make that metal. So we can just put a matte cap on then and call it a day. I think that will be good. I'm gonna have a quick sip. My voice is like dying. Hang on. All right. Oh, wait, my voice is still... Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my voice changer just kind of stopped working. All good. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we'll just keep that as metal, like the earrings. I think that will be fine. I think that will look quite good actually anyway, so I'm not too concerned. We probably wanna... Actually, do we want to add a little bit of shadow on it, like just inside? I feel like that would be good, even if it has a matte cap on it. Oh. Like, just like so. I was hoping it would be a bit less harsh. Like it would be more like soft and smooth. Like so, yeah. It looks like a donut, I love it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just to show that like there's a bit of shading there. Okay, cool. We need to do the scalp next. So I don't know yet how I'm gonna tackle the scalp. It's a bit of a weird one. I think we should start off with shading like all around it with the shadow that we want. And then we can like build from there, I guess. For example, I'm thinking like everything needs to go up to a point, right? So I'm thinking if we just do like a bunch of, not a bunch of, but a few like lines and stuff. Now we do need to take into consideration we have this to like start off with, like this bit. So we do want to follow like similar, I guess it doesn't have to be that similar. Oh my god, hang on. Like we want to make sure that it looks like semi-connected in a way. Yeah, that's not gonna look good. We'll take it from here instead. Also, I've just realized I should have probably had it on a separate layer, but it's fine. We're YOLOing it. It's okay. Basically, just try and add lines that make it all converge into this one point, which is... I've missed the mark. It's meant to be here. Oh no. It's meant to be like up here, I think. We're gonna erase the shadow from, you can see like these bits that stick out. We're gonna erase them from there. Afterwards, I think it's probably the easiest. Like, we'll just ignore them for now. Actually, hang on, I'm stupid. We will just remove them and then we don't have to worry. Much better. I don't know what this reminds me of. It reminds me of like an orange, a purple orange, or like a spider. We should probably remove the other hairstyles while we work on this. Yeah, like we want to show that it's part of a, like it's a ponytail rather than anything else. Let me turn my flow down. I think for this one, we can probably go in a little bit heavier with the strands and not simplify everything as much. I think that would probably work in our favor. And then I think we want some like few strands that are not adhering to like the uniform look of everything. Now, our strands that are actual like geometry don't really exactly follow this, but I think that's fine. As long as we blend it in, I think it should look good. So I don't think we need to worry. It's mostly just for like silhouette purposes. If we want just a little bit of like a gradient, or maybe we want that on a different layer actually. Let me just make a, we'll do like a multiply on this one, I think. What would you say to someone who is new to 3D modeling? Learn Blender's texture painter or this software? I'm trying to learn 3D modeling. So it depends on what you're planning on making. So for example, if you're doing, say, low poly style where you're not doing a lot of texturing, maybe you're doing like a tiny bit, but you're mostly just working in like one mesh will have one color, another mesh will have one color and stuff like that. I think you'll definitely be able to get away with using Blender's tools. If you're doing very like hand painted styles, I would say that possibly looking into an external software, even if it's just like Clip Studio Paint or like a different painting program that you use together with Blender, because there's a lot of different ways of going about it. So one way is using Blender's texture tools, which you'll be able to do a lot with. The only thing is that it might get a bit frustrating at times and you might have to find workarounds for certain things, but it's totally doable if you have the patience and the time. You can also connect Blender, and by connect I mean you have like a plugin that does like an integration with, say, Clip Studio Paint, where you open the UVs. So instead of working directly on the 3D model, you open the UVs in your favorite drawing program, and then you can have like a quick reload. So every time you like put a stroke on your UVs in, say, Clip Studio Paint, it will reflect on the 3D model. So you could work like that, and that is a more like traditional way of doing texturing, I would say, because as far as I know, back in the day, people didn't really have the ability to draw directly on the 3D model as well. So now you can do that, but it didn't used to be the norm. People used to draw on the UVs directly, as far as I'm aware. So you could do it that way, or you could do what I do, which is basically export the FBX into an external program like Substance 3D or Substance 3D Painter. There's other tools like 3D Coat. Someone earlier mentioned Marmoset Toolbag as options. There was also a very roundabout way of getting it into Clip Studio Paint, but it's not the best experience. So unless you have the experience of knowing when something isn't working as expected and being able to troubleshoot it and being able to work around things, it might not be the best like user-friendly experience to someone who's new to 3D modeling. So I would say either integrating it with your drawing program and just drawing on the UVs, or using Blender's texture tools, or if you have the money, because a lot of these external tools do cost money. So 3D Coat, I think, costs money, but I think all of them have a trial except for Substance Painter, so you can try it out. I would say if you're new, just stick with Blender's tools, and then you can figure out along the way what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and then you can look at learning a new tool such as Substance Painter if you want to. Like if things that you're doing in Blender is slowing you down or causing you inconveniences that you prefer not having. Because I know quite a few people who do like 3D models who will just do it all in Blender, and they'll use like Paint, which is a free texturing plugin for Blender, or they will just connect it to a 3D program. So it will still technically only be in Blender, except for the fact that you draw on the UVs in a separate program like Clip Studio Paint or Krita. It just depends on like what you prefer. But for completely new beginners, you don't want to have a lot of roadblocks down the road. So I would just say easiest way is to just start using Blender software. Now, one thing I would like to mention is that make sure that if you use Blender's texturing software, that you take regular backups of your texture file, that you save your texture file regularly, because it doesn't do that automatically unless you have a plugin in Blender, which means that if you close the program, you might lose all your hard work. So make sure to save quite often, and don't try and rely on the blur brush because it's not great. Try and mess around with airbrush or like airbrush and also the hard brush to get different results. And yeah, I think that's about it. But if you're dealing with like, if you're not even like worrying about hand painted texture and you're just doing like PBR, or you're just doing like low poly where there's just like very, very simplistic sets of texture, then yeah, you'll be more than fine with Blender's texture painting. I feel like I've said the exact same thing like over and over now in that one segment, so I'm sorry. I do like to waffle on when I'm talking. So I do need to like learn how to get better at that and just say like one thing concisely and not go on for 3 minutes about it, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just always do that. We'll see. Related to saving the texture file, I would also emphasize that saving the Blender project file is not the same as saving the texture file. You need to separately save that one. Yes, that is correct. Make sure, there are some plugins that will auto-save the files for you, but make sure that if you're just using like vanilla Blender and you don't have a lot of plugins and you don't have any texture specific ones, make sure to save the file separately, because saving the Blender project will not save the file. Also, again, take as many backups as you can, because sometimes if you deal with baking, you might accidentally overwrite your texture file by just user error or anything like that. So yeah, be careful, be careful. I once had my entire texture wiped out because I didn't realize that fact, and it pissed me off to no end. So don't be like me, learn from me instead. Learn from my mistakes. Be smart. But yeah, I think one thing that Blender does really well, which Substance Painter hasn't figured out how to do yet, or maybe they just don't care about doing it, is being able to mask out like entire regions of the topology, so that you can like only texture in this one area based on the topology. For some reason, maybe I've just missed it, but for some reason Substance Painter doesn't have that, and it's really silly because I have to rely on like geometry masking. And I wish I didn't have to do that, but here we are, I guess. So yeah, a bit silly, but very small inconvenience compared to the many inconveniences I've had in the past with Blender. Okay, this is starting to look decent, I would say. Needs a bit more polish, definitely. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a 3-minute break. So that means nothing is missed. I will just take a 3-minute break and I'll pause everything, and I'll probably just like get a drink or something. And it's just to get Twitch ads out of the way, because I really don't like, what is it called? I don't know. The ones that just like happen when people join. I don't like that one. I don't remember what it's called though. But yeah, we're going to take a break. BRB, back in 3 minutes. So sorry about the wait. I'm back. Sorry. It's a secret few people know. If you chat during ad breaks, Zenidora cannot read it. It's true. That is true. I didn't read it at all. I couldn't see it. It instead just gets transferred to my mind, so I just know it immediately, you know? Also, I'm gonna sit down now because I'm really tired. So I'm just gonna move the desk back down. Give me one moment. I have this stupid hat that I don't know where to put. It keeps being in my way. What was that? It's probably okay. Right. I just heard like a thump noise when I moved the desk, but it should be fine. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna check that I have everything. Okay. Yes. Cool. Yes. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the delay. We can jump back in it, doing the scalp. I am tempted to. So I know we still have the ears and the tail to really do, but I'm tempted to, if we finish everything else by, like, we finish everything else except for the body, because I need to do the body offline. We can just like move on and just work on like shape keys and stuff on stream. I think that would be fine. So I'm just gonna swap seats. All right. Yes, we were just working on the scalp. So I think we can just work on finishing that. I'm tempted to like, oh no, because it's like double-sided, isn't it? Yeah, it's double-sided. I was gonna say I'm tempted to like just erase some of it to like give it a more like natural look, but I think we would have to require it not be double-sided to do that. Oh no, wait, it isn't double-sided. It's the thingy mesh underneath it. Oh, so maybe we can do it. That might be quite good. It's like that one. Oh, but that one's like on top. There's like a huge gap if we do remove it. And it's part of front hair. Like maybe we can scale it down. Yeah, maybe we can scale it down. And then we could like erase it to make it a bit more natural looking. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, because I think it just like sits on top now. I don't know why I've done that. But anyway, that's fine. We can fix that. We have a few things we need to fix in Blender before we start shape keys. We need to make a new like on the shoes. I don't know where it went. I must have deleted it at some point, but we need to make a new one of these. So I'll just do that when we get back into Blender, I think. And then I guess we just need to make sure that all the rigging is like it was. Oh, and then we need to data transfer the UVs to the fur bits. I haven't forgotten that. We need to do the fur bits as well. So yeah, there's still a little bit to do, but we're making progress, I would say. So okay, we'll just continue on with this. Now, one thing I realized, if I do the ponytail one, we're gonna have to like texture the ear to make it match. Have you written all these tasks down? No. What do you take me for? Someone who's organized? No, this model is purely vibes. When I work on other people's models, I write things down. But this one, I'm just like, we'll fix it. I think I'll have a look over it like once we're back in Blender, and I'll be like, right, this is what I need to do, and then we can write it down. I think that probably is a good idea. Otherwise, I will forget. Okay, so we need to do the scalp. Oh, yeah, just this bit, I think. I think you still have the old shade of purple at the tail tip. Yes, I just haven't gotten to the tail yet. I think we put a gradient on and that was it. I don't know if I'm actually keeping the gradient, to be honest. I think it looks nice, so maybe we do. But it looks a bit like a raccoon right now. Yeah, because we changed the purple, didn't we, to be a more like desaturated look. Don't get me wrong, I still love this purple, but I think you were right, it was very strong, wasn't it? Ooh. Right. Let's go back to this. Yes. I don't know if my monitors are like color, what's it called? It's like color calibrated? They're probably not. But I also don't want to spend like giga money on one that is. Actually, I've heard, I don't know if you have this tool, Chilky, but I've heard there are like tools you can use to like put on your monitor to color calibrate your monitor. Like compare it to like the color it's meant to be. Expensive tools, but very useful. Maybe it's better to rent one. I wonder if you can rent one. Surely someone must do that as a service, right? It's like calling up a plumber. But instead of being a plumber, it's just someone who puts their expensive ass device on your screen and goes, yeah, that's not color calibrated. We can do it for you. But it will cost you like £500. And I go, holy shit, that's a deal. Take my money. It's still expensive, but not that expensive that you would come ahead with renting. Okay, hang on. How much are they? I don't know. Is there like just one product that does it? Or is it like... Is there competition in the color calibration market? Color calibrate tool for monitor. 200 to 300? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. So there's a couple different options. Hang on, having a look now. £400. Fuck off. Definitely not. Oh wait, you can get one for only $89. That's not that bad. And that has higher ratings than the £400 one. Holy fuck. That's disgusting. Ones I had in my history is the spider. So the one that I've got up is Calibrate. Data Color Spider Pro is £199, which that's still a lot of money. I mean, it's important, but like, holy fuck. Yeah, so there's one called Calibrate Display 123, which is £89. Can even get it tomorrow. Holy shit. Which isn't that bad, but it's still a lot of money for like for that device. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to try one to get convinced. I don't know. Maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just borrow it and then I'll just do it and then I'll hand it back and be like, yeah. You can also buy ones like £500 if you really want to spend money, you know? That's wild. What is that for? Oh, it's okay. So the £500 one is like frequently returned item. Oh my god. I wonder if people buy it and then they do the thing and then they just like return it. That's crazy. So it comes with the spider print, which is for your printer to make sure that you have precise color profiles. Comes with the spider pro for the monitor, and then it comes with the spider cube. The light trap cube allows accurate correction of shadow and light tones. Unlike gray cards, you set a real black point and they can define the primary light source for accurate white balance. And it comes in a fucking metal box. If I really want to spend money, I'd get a VR setup. Yeah, I think you'd have much more fun with a VR setup. It's so funny though that it's a frequently returned item. That is crazy. Apparently people have also rated it badly, so that could obviously be a reason, but yeah, 89, that's one thing. 500 or even 300, no. So some negative bits about the Calibrate Display 123, according to this like one website, is that it's tricky to rest on screen, could be quicker, and not for mini LED displays. So I guess it depends on what display you have. But yeah, that's a lot of money for a little box. I mean, you could say that about VR, I guess. That's a lot of money for like goggles, you know. I do really want the Steam frame though when it comes out, but I don't know how much it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be way too much, which is valid. It's Steam. They can charge me whatever they want, but I also have had a really expensive few months. I don't wanna I wanna save, you know? I wanna have a bit of extra money that I can just be secure with. But then I do things like buying Rift cards. And then I'm like, oh my god, how do I not have so much money? What the hell? It's me, it's my own doing. You say goggles, but VR headset is basically dual high refresh rate monitors in a tiny form factor. Oh, don't get me wrong, like I have VR headsets myself. I love them. I don't use them nearly enough. I want to do more VR chat stuff, but I just haven't had the time. But yeah, you're right. They are basically monitors. I don't know if they count as two though. Like, yes, they are two monitors, but you can't really use one as by itself, right? You already have them and you want the Steam frame? Yes. Because, okay, hear me out. So I have a Quest 3 and it's good, but I want eye tracking. I don't even know if the Steam frame has eye tracking, but I'm hoping, I'm praying to God. I know it has like eye gazing. I don't know if that can be used for tracking, but it really sucks to be in VR without any face tracking. For like, if I were to like stream with it, I would just be like it would be very deadpan, unless I was in VR chat where I can set up expressions. But yeah. I don't think it has mouth tracking, but I think I've heard that because of the port it has in the front, you can have third-party thingy-majigs, people who make things that might, like maybe Babel will be able to come, Project Babel will be able to come to the Steam frame. I don't know. But yeah. I don't think I'll buy it on launch. I think I'll wait. I want to see the reviews. But also, if I do see it come on sale, I might be like, oh, shiny new device, I want it. But I shouldn't. But no, the Quest 3 is a fantastic little device in itself. Other than the fact that it doesn't have any tracking options on the face. Just as a VR headset by itself, it's really nice. It just kind of works. Well, sorry, I lied. It works when you don't wait like 4 months between playing, because then it's like nothing works, and then you just want to play like a single game of Beat Saber, and you're not allowed. You have to troubleshoot for like 2 hours, and then you can play like a couple of games of Beat Saber, and then you realize, no, I'm too tired for this shit. So yeah, I love Beat Saber, but my god, sometimes it's a bit fuck to get it up. Oh god, that's not phrasing. To get it to work. Frame is Linux. Oh yeah. Does that mean I can still use it like with PC streaming, right? Hi Rendex. I was actually gonna raid you after the stream if you're still on. You live right now? Why are you in my chat then? You should focus on your stream. I saw your notification in the Discord about you being live, so I thought, oh, if you're still live by the time I'm done, I'm gonna raid you. I'm gonna have to talk in English? You'll do fine. I believe. I was tempted to get the Steam controller too, but the hesitation meant it went out of stock already. Oh no! I saw a tweet of them like saying, we want people to get the Steam Deck, so we're gonna make more. We're gonna make more, guys. Don't worry. I swear I saw someone who did buy it. Oh, I think Q bought it. Yeah, I think it was Q. It looks good. I have the oh my god, I'm gonna sound like such a horrible human being that just have like a billion devices that I don't use. I have the Steam Deck, and I think it's like this, basically just essentially the same controllers, but the thingy-majig that you use as like a cursor, it does feel really nice, and that is on the Steam controller, I think. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good product. I just don't think I need that one. Same with the Steam, what is it? Steam Machine? No, I don't know what it's called, but that one looks like a decent product. I just don't have any use for it. I think it would be good. Well, actually, I don't know the price, but I was gonna say it might be good for like, instead of getting like your child a console, getting the Steam Machine. But I think it's like double the price of a console, isn't it? So maybe not. I'd say it's probably good for like casual gamers though, who don't already own a PC, you know? Because it's just a PC, isn't it? As far as I know, you can just play like any game on it. It doesn't have to be Steam. But you can do that on the Steam Deck as well, which is really nice. Just have to make sure they have like, I guess, Linux support. Because the Steam Deck is also Linux? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. It's so weird because if you go into like the desktop mode, so the Steam Deck has a desktop mode, and if you go into it, it has all these like pre-installed apps that make no sense. They're very confusing. And you don't really get that with Windows anymore, do you? Windows kind of trash. I remember I used to play these like kids games on my Windows XP computer and Windows Vista. Windows Vista had some of the coolest like pre-installed games and stuff that came with it. Like there was that one with like the weird eyes. I don't remember what it's called, but it was fucking amazing. Steam Machine is basically a PC games console all set up for living room. That's the intention anyway. Yeah, I think like that for like a casual gamer or just want to like play their games on the living room, in the living room, after they've had like a stressful day at work and they don't want to like be locked into like a specific console. I think it's a great alternative. It just depends on the price, doesn't it? But everything just kind of went tits up for Valve when all the RAM shortages hit. Because it's Linux, it means flat packs, because it's Linux means flat packs, which means the amount of stuff you'll be able to run native on the HMD is way more than Quest. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I have the Quest. I've had it for a couple of years now, I think. And it's great. Like most of the time, it works really well. But I don't really want to buy stuff on the Quest store because like I know that I'm not gonna have a Quest forever. As in like I'm gonna move to something better, whatever Valve fucking dumps into my lap, basically. So I didn't want to like buy stuff on a store I wouldn't forever use. Do you know what I mean? So hello Raginator, welcome. I hope you're doing well. But like Steam, I'll always use Steam. Steam is my baby, you know? I've used Steam for, oh my god, more than like half of my life. It's crazy. If I ever get banned on Steam, I will cry. I don't know why I'd get banned, but if I do, I'm gonna absolutely lose it, I think. It's like if I ever got banned on League of Legends, which it's more likely I'll be banned on League of Legends. I don't know what for, but if I ever got banned there, I'd be very upset as well because I've spent so much time, and it's just like everything about it, isn't it? Like for Steam, you lose a lot of games if you get banned, which sucks, absolutely sucks. But with League, it's like, oh my god, all those skins you bought, holy shit. They mean nothing in terms of like the skins themselves, but it's like that's a lot of money just poof gone. I think it's starting to look decent. I'll just, I guess, remove the fur for a bit so we can see. the full display. Oh my god, I feel naked without ears. What the hell? I don't like it. Same as Steam account is 21 years old. Mine is 10 years old, I think. Is there a way to check? I don't know how, I don't know how old. Hang on. Check how old Steam account is. To check your Steam account age, navigate to your profile and check the years of service badge. Years of service. Huh? Badges page. Oh, badges. What was it? Years of service? I can't find that. With the years on it. No, I can't find it. If it's not displayed in profile, you can go to edit profile and it's a badge. Oh, wait, hang on. Edit profile. 18. I'm 18. Well, yeah, so that is, so I'm 28 now. That's more than half my life. Holy shit. That's crazy. Yeah, I've had my account for a long time. Not as long as 21 though. What the hell? That's way longer. Right, back to Substance Painter. I don't know if I like how this looks. I think this is, yeah, this is better. I think I'm just gonna like complete that line. Yeah. Just gonna erase some lines here. I'm gonna have a sip actually. I'm thirsty. Honestly, I can't wait to start using my 2.0. It's gonna be so weird. I don't have like an event in mind for when I change. I had some ideas in my head, but I just never had like the time to execute them. So they might be executed like later, like as like a flashback moment. Because I still, those ideas are still very strong in my head. I just need to find the time. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can do a little debut stream though. I think that would be cool. I haven't done a debut before, like a proper one. When I started streaming, I just kind of just jumped into it and was like, hello. And then I had a different model when I started streaming. I had like a bee VTuber design, because it was just something I made for VR chat because I wanted to. I wanted to tackle something that had 4 arms, and I did. I mean, she's a bit broken, but that's because I haven't, like, I want to remake her someday, but she doesn't really have a strong design. So maybe I'll like commission someone to like make a design based on her, and then I can make that into a model, and then I can just like sell it as like a pre-made 3D model. I think that could be cool. Or maybe just give it away. I don't know. I think being a VTuber is sick. Maybe I could do like a giveaway. I don't know. Yo, you're bald like me. Hello, Angel of Cairo. Welcome in. Yeah, it's fine. I've grown my hair out now though, so it's all good. We're no longer bald twins. Oh. Don't worry, it's very easy to make me bald again. If only hair growth IRL worked this way, you know? That would be insane, imagine. I mean, I guess cutting your hair works that way, but... Oh no, not the fucking small head. Why? You've cursed me. Oh. Oh no, you can't do egg and small head at the same time. That's gonna break. Alright, listen here. What's your problem? Shake my head. Shake my head. I think that looks pretty okay. Oh my god. You can see my bald head. Oh no, wait, what? Is it a bald head? I don't know. Still have my huge listeners. I feel like they're broken. I don't know if they're gonna go back to normal. Oh wait, maybe? Maybe, possibly. Alright, so I think we want to blend in. I'm gonna say we're like done with that hair now. But I might go back in later. We'll see. I think we do want to blend in like this bit though. So I think I'm gonna take... I'm gonna duplicate this. And we're actually gonna have to put it in a separate folder because I think I removed it from the actual folder. So yeah, we're just gonna do this. Hair mask. Save? Oh shit. Hang on. I've saved. Okay, I've saved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, oh, it might be actually worth not doing fill layer on this one. We might want to do a paint layer because then I can just color pick and it'll be easier to blend it in. Like so. Ah, like so. Do you see? Oh. Oh wait, hydrate? Again? Hang on. Okay, I've hydrated. Oh, I should probably data transfer the normals, actually. I should probably do that. What is that? Why is that like not? Oh no, that's the, oh. That's confusing. Hang on. Why does it not match? What the hell? It's like it's two different like. Oh, wait, there we got it. Yeah, this one's a bit tricky to blend in, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to blend it in like completely. I just want to blend it in like where it connects, but I think it's the fact that it like dips in and out. I might just have to move like this bit a bit out to make sure that it looks good. I think here will be a bit easier maybe. So if I just start off with this, and then I'll take like, hang on, let me zoom in on this. Yeah, I think that would be okay. Right, what about this one? Is this one also... Huh? Is this one not meant to be made? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think those should probably be fine. In terms of, like... In terms of the other ones, obviously these are mirrored. But I'm just thinking... Oh, this top one. Oh shit, I don't have centrals. Yeah, I think I probably should have strategically placed them a bit better, but that's fine. We live in, we learn. I might even go in and just do like a data transfer of the color maybe to make it like seamless, but I think we're okay for now. What I wanted to do though is I wanted to, I guess, grab this. I'll just grab this color and like just do it like underneath. I still want it to like shade, you know? Or maybe just like do like this, but then do like certain bits of this maybe. Maybe do like one side shaded. No, that doesn't look very good. Actually, I think that looks fine. Oh yeah, I should probably do that one as well. And then go back to this layer. And then what do we do about that last one? I guess we can just do something like this. Yeah, I think these, I might even remove them, I don't know. Or I might just data transfer them or something because they look a bit out of place. But I think that's fine. We will data transfer the normals at the very least and maybe position them a bit nicer. Okay, so I think that's like the hair done, right? For now. I think I might return later for the hair, but I think so far it looks fine. I'll move the ears back. That's what we're missing. So for fur, we haven't really dealt with this yet. I think we changed the UVs, didn't we? Because I was like, oh, that doesn't look very good. So I think what I did was I changed the UVs so they were all separate. There's like a 50 billion pieces of them here. Oh, I just realized it's like mega cold. I'm gonna turn the AC off. Right. So I'm thinking if we start off with like the same shade color. I also realized this looks a little bit weird now. We might need to just, hang on, let me just do that real quick. Which one is it? It's the scalp one. Oh, this one. I'm just gonna add a paint layer, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try and like blend it in a little bit better. Not exactly like that, but where is that coming? Oh, that's from the, it's from this. Yeah, I think that looks more seamless. It looks a little bit odd maybe, but what I can do is no. Maybe do this. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, cool. Let me just save. And then, what did I say? We move on to the fur, right? So let's turn off. See, the thing is, it won't like, it'll be different depending on the hairstyle. So I think the fur will just look a bit off, like with all of the hairstyles combined. Like if it's with this one, it looks a certain way. What, huh? What just happened? Wait, what? What is that bit? Oh, I've just adjusted it based on back hair 2 being on, but that shouldn't be on at the same time. Oh shit, hang on. Let's put it back to how it was, I think. That is how it was, right? Yeah. What is this? Why is this like all white? Is that front hair? That's weird. Why is front hair like all white over here? Is it the bangs? No, maybe? Is this side bangs? I can't tell. It's the fringe. Oh, it's these. Oh, okay. Got it. Right. So it's the bangs basically. This is just a line art, right? This is the front bangs. Okay, so we need to basically, I'm just gonna do this. Actually, it'll probably be easier to do a paint layer like we did before. I'm just gonna paint that to match basically. And then we'll erase it from this bit, but just for now, we just need it to like... Why is that not matching? Oh, I just didn't color pick it right. Makes sense. How did I miss such a crucial step? I mean, I could just put... I guess I could put it underneath. Or I could put, like, the ponytail above. That might be a better solution. Because right now I'm just relying on, like, everything being, like, super seamless and perfect. Oh, the flow is names at 100%. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, never mind. That explains so much. I need to like do it right next to it. Yeah, this is taking like way too long. I think we're just gonna move the ponytail look or push this underneath. I think that's probably easier. It looks seamless-esque for now, so yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, let's move on over to the ears for a little bit before we continue. So I'm gonna steal, I guess I'm just gonna steal like the same shadow color. So this one, copy layer, fur, paste. So I'm gonna make a folder called ears. Clear mask. So I guess I probably want to start off with like a gradient shading. That makes sense in my head. And then just like work from there. And then all the little bits, we'll just ignore them, I think. Oh, we can't ignore them. Oh, well, that's... Why did I do that? Okay. That's fine. We can basically just like delete it from these bits afterwards very easily, so don't have to worry that much. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's allowing me to do it again. Let's see. I think we probably want it to be quite... I don't know what color we're having like inside, but... Where is it you? Are you inside? Let's just do like the insides real quick. Yeah, so it's you as well. I think originally I was gonna have like a gold color in there, but I think, I don't know, I feel like that might look a bit weird, so maybe not. Maybe not gold. Gold-esque furs, maybe not the play. I think what we'll do is we'll try and like finish up the texturing on here. And then we'll probably call it. We can go see if Rendix is live and then we can raid them. I think that could be quite nice. I don't know what they're doing, but maybe 3D related, possibly. Let's see. Let me zoom in a bit. Don't worry, we're gonna remove it from the tail. I think I just got a bit of texture on there. I do think that we maybe want to make it gradient darker inside here. I think that could look good. Like, I know that we've already done this one, but like if we do, like if I just duplicate, oh my god, where's duplicate? There we go. And then like I'll just clear. I don't think this will work really well, but I'm thinking like, oh no, be from the bottom, wouldn't it? How do I, I guess I should just do it on the UV, right? Probably is the easiest way. So I assume, oh, is that up? Oh, it's like this, okay. So maybe like that. Let's turn the flow down a bit. Yeah, I think that could be nice. And then we just need to clean it up. So we need to make sure like all these are, I do not have them on. I think that's probably quite cleaned up. Oh wait, never mind, I lied. Oh wait, shit, did I remove it by accident? I did. Wait, when did I? Oh, okay. That's when I removed it. Got it. Okay, they both still have it. Okay, that's good. Right. I think what I'll do is I'll just do a white mask on here. And basically, no, I want to do a black mask. And basically just mark this, and yeah, that one. So now that should all be cleaned up. We still need to clean up like the actual thing, but it shouldn't affect any of the bits. And then what I'll do for those is I'll take one of these. We might make this a little bit lighter, but I'll duplicate one of them, put it outside, put that in a folder, call it ear fluff. Put it in there, and then I guess invert mask. Actually, that's not exactly what I wanted. Let me just get rid of a clear mask. And then I guess this mask I want to copy, but I want to invert it. Yeah, that's how it is. So paste into mask, but then invert mask. And then now if I go, like if I just, wait, I'm using a UV. If I just do this, right? Oh shit, I didn't realize the fur bits were also masked out. That's fine. What about this one? Is that one? No? Why is there like a single? Was that not part of the? It wasn't. Okay. And if I now do a paint leader. Hi, Ems. Hi. Thank you so much for the raid. Hang on, I'm gonna snooze the ad. How are you doing? How was your stream? Hello, SMB. Thank you so much for the follow, SMB. And thank you so much for the follow, Hazion. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. We were literally about to raid out ourselves. I'm so sorry. But we'll do a little bit more texture to show you guys what I'm working on. Hello, Sonical One, and hello, Isa Temptress. What did you do on stream, Ems? Let me have a look. Atomic Heart. Ooh, what's that? Is that a game? Did you like it? Atomic Heart. Ooh, it's a video game. Oh, it's the one with the ladies. The robot ladies. Did you enjoy it? I've not played it, but I've seen I've seen it from the cover or the picture bit. At the moment, we're just doing some texturing of my 2.0. We're literally about to do the ears. We've done the hair. It might not be fully done yet. We have to see. I feel like it's a little bit barren up here and stuff, but we might go at it with a second layer of shadow. But yeah, we're just working on the ears now. I need to sleep, sadly. I am so dead inside. That is completely fine. if you need to raid and run or raid and sleep. I very much appreciate the raid. So just a little introduction for myself as well. I'm Zenny. I like to make 3D models. At the moment, I'm working on my 2.0, which I'm going to be using. So it's going to replace my current model basically. And it's been a journey, to put it that way. It's been a big journey. So yeah. Oh, your emotes are so cute, Ems. They're honestly the best. But I think we are actually going to call it there. Because I was literally about to raid out myself. So I'm going to have a look to see who's online. Let's see. Oh, I'll change my little scene first. My cute little scene. So raid for a raid. Exactly. Oh no, I don't have chat on this one. Damn it. Oh wait, hang on. I'm going to steal... Why is chat not here? Hang on. It's meant to be this one. I'm just gonna copy it. Sorry, it's gonna spam the chat. But I'm just gonna paste it. It didn't work. Never mind. Never mind. Looks good so far. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Honestly, I've been working on it for a really long time, so I'm very excited to see it finished. But yeah, this is my little room. The credits for this background will be in my credits section on Twitch. But yes, we're gonna have a look to see who we can raid. I did say that if I saw a certain person online, I would raid them. And I'm just having a look to see if they're still online and what they're doing. Let me just get their name up. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, you know what? We can go say hello to them. They seem to be playing Marvel Rivals, which I haven't played in a really long time. But it's a cute game. So yeah, we can go say hi. Let me do... Oh, sorry, I've just hit the mic. Let me do raid. Let's see. Yes, okay, there we go. We started the raid. Right, so just before we raid out, thank you so much everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate it. We're gonna continue 2.0 on Friday. I think I'm streaming on Friday. I'm fairly certain, but I will let you know in the Discord if there's any updates. And there's a Discord link in the chat if any of you guys want to join. Feel free to. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna make you, but feel free to, of course. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you on Friday. Thanks for the stream. 2.0 looks so good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm very excited to use it. It would be nice to, I guess, put this one in the coffin for a bit. I might remake my 1.0 one day. I think that could be cool. But yeah, we're going to have lots of fun with the 2.0. So I'm very excited. And that means we get to swap to the 2.0 customizable model as well, which I haven't yet finished. Oh, I have so much to do. Right. We're going to go say hello to Rendix now. They're at the moment playing Marvel Rivals. And they seem to be having fun. They said they were going to speak English. So we have to be nice and encouraging, I'd say. Let me just copy the raid message. So the raid message will be in the chat in case anyone wants to use it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Take care.